Good morning, good morning, good morning. I haven't made a video on the markets for a while now, and I thought I'd do an update. So, like I've been saying on some other videos, the S&P could have broken out. Unfortunately, it did not. It did not break out, and we saw a lower low. Now we've gone back up again, and right here it was actually a pretty big jump up. Now, ideally you would have gotten in the bottom here, but right now we don't know. There's still some worrying stuff about the economy, like layoffs are. There's some data that suggests layoff will start spiking, and that's pretty bad for the economy. Not exactly the economy, but people's reaction to the layoffs. There will probably be some sort of a dump in the stock markets due to layoffs. So yeah, that's worrying. However, there seems to be the central banks seem to be printing at insane levels to keep the stock market up. Yeah, a lot of stuff suggests that the central banks might actually be, doing the opposite of what they say they should be doing, which is quantitative tightening. There's stuff to suggest the Fed is actually printing, and that's pretty bad. Balance sheet, pretty bad for the economy. And part of this pump here we saw in the markets is kind of unexplained, It's pretty strange. There still doesn't seem to be any sort of meaningful reduction in their balance sheets. And there's seriously reason, look at this, it's actually going somewhat up. There's reason to believe that it was the Fed that caused this pump. Now, if the central banks start doing what they did here in 2020, in this huge dump, they started printing like crazy, it won't matter, when this happens, pretty much the economy was shut down due to COVID. So the economy wasn't actually booming, when this bull run happened. So we can't say just because the economy is bad that we won't have a bull run. It can perfectly have the same thing, The central banks just print us out of this mess, and we have paper money flowing into stocks from it, and it would cause some sort of a bull run, like it happened in 2020. So it should be eyeing that possibility. Now, in case we have a recession, everything will go down. Crypto, stocks, everything. And so you should probably, have some cash in hands. You should probably have some commodities in case things go really, really bad. I bought some of this commodity at 17. It's 18. It peaked at 20 because the oil took a dump. And I mean, oil can still it could dump still. If even with a lot of inflation and stuff, it could still dump. because people throw everything out when there's a really deep recession, like it happened in 2028, 2008, you know, like it can still done. And yeah, especially since we're way high. But you know, but I believe that actually might be a good time to buy. You know, I sold all my oil stocks around the high, and I'm still looking to buy in. um, I'm still looking to buy in. I haven't bought in yet, but I'm thinking of it. Seriously thinking of it. The VN like fell quite a bit. Look at this. Look at this. Exactly in my line. The meme line. It does not lie. Look. The meme line does not lie. I drew this somewhat imperfect line, you know. It was resistant, it was support. Here, you know. And it reached it, I sold. I unfortunately didn't exactly sell at top. I sold around here, you know, 75. Around 10%, you know. Because I still wasn't super convinced, you know, we dropped this much. So I sold here at 74, 75. And then when it started going down, I started getting worried because I was starting, you know, my gains. They can't, you know, just vanish, and I'll keep on it, you know. So I sold at 68, 68, you know, and when it keeps going down. So I sold here and I sold at 68 everything, making my average like maybe like 70. And now it's way down. Now, like I've been saying, just because it's a commodity and people need energy in it, there's real worth. Look at what happened here in 2008. You know, in 2008, the oil also crashed like crazy. It went from 120 to $30. During COVID again, it crashed also, you know, to like 14 or something. Or no, I'm looking at the VN, not oil. But yeah, it actually similar to oil. It crashed $6 from 25. So oil stocks and oil, they can still crash in a recession, even though it doesn't. Because people throw everything out, you know. People throw everything out. So with fears of a recession and also America reaching for their reserves, they still have a lot of reserves. They're reaching for their military oil and gas reserves. It's lowering the price of oil and subsequently the VN also crashing. Now, I also sold way back my defense stock. Even though I still believe something will happen, something will pop and will cause this to rally up. I think we're in an environment that just bad things happen after another. So yeah, that's it for stocks. I haven't sold my Snapchat yet, and I don't know. In this environment, it's pretty weird. It's pretty weird to see Snapchat rally when like people are throwing out soil. It's pretty weird. But yeah, it's kind of happening a bit, you know, here. Now, in relation to crypto, Bitcoin went to like crazy levels, like 17,000. Went like 17,000. Let's see, 1 month. Look, 17,000. Now, I think this isn't the bottom. Like, if we have a bear market, we'll have like months of the real bottom. Like, if you can see, like the last cycles, you know, where we were in 6,000 and we were like here in 3,000 for what? Like 1, 2, 3, 4 months, you know, we were here like 5 months. We're the bottom. So it's not exactly like the top. Like you have to buy the bottom, or I won't. It won't. It's not like that. It's the bottom. It stays in the bottom for a long time. So you have a lot of time to buy. So if you want to buy the bottom of Bitcoin, you don't need to be like extremely observant, looking at the charts every day. Am I gonna catch the bottom? Am I gonna catch the bottom? Because the bottom is you won't need to catch it. It will be there. You'll have plenty of opportunity to buy it. So yeah, I still think it's a good idea to buy altcoins, and they have been rallying a bit, altcoins against Bitcoin even. And I still think it's a good idea to nibble on them, buy bits of altcoins, because we'll have the Ethereum merge. And I know people are really just not caring one bit about the Ethereum merge, but I mean, it will be a very big event. It will be a very big event. Ethereum is very oversold. We might even get a rally up to that event, which is around September. So around the end of summer, we might, if the Federal Reserve, you know, starts printing, if things align, we might get some sort of a Ethereum and altcoin rally. We might. Especially with Ethereum, you know, having suffered already this huge downtrend. Look at this. It's where has oversold right now on the weekly as we were in the bottom of 2018. So we're extremely oversold on Ethereum. I would not be surprised that we'd get some sort of a rally, especially with Ethereum merge in a few months, you know. It's like 2 months away, Ethereum merge. So I put some position, you know, some trading positions into Ethereum. I bought some Ethereum, and I'll see if it rallies. It starts rallying. You know, I'll sell some my trading position. You know. Now with altcoins, like I've been saying, Luxo, it's pretty good coin. They will have the mainnet of Luxo will be around the time of the merge, which is pretty good timing, in my opinion. It seems like to be finding some sort of a bottom, you know. It's been trading here for a while. I don't think there's really many sellers here selling. And we'll have, you know, the mainnet around the merge, which if the market starts rallying, especially until the merge, I think Luxo will follow that. And yeah. So like I've been saying for a while now, enable on your altcoins, wait for the merge. If the merge bumps Ethereum, which is a likelihood since it's so oversold, like there's very few people with selling right now, it's deeply oversold. We might get some sort of a rally, like maybe 2000. Just try like a meme line here. Like this is a bad line because it's just two points, but let's see, like maybe like 2000. If we had like to 2000, then these altcoins, especially like Luxo, will rally also with it, and you can sell some there because it will be a sell the news. But then, like I've been saying, the Ethereum merge, since it is like a halving, it will start a new. It might, start a new rally because it makes perfect sense for it. Start a new rally. Now, if economic conditions are complete crap, because you have to remember, the preliminaries, the American preliminary election ends in November. And I think there's a good chance that Democrats will pressure maybe like the Federal Reserve. There will be pressure for the stock market to recuperate at least somewhat, because otherwise, like the Democrats will be absolutely killed in the next election. Like they will absolutely be killed. So after November, maybe like that relief rally will be over, and we might get some sort of recession. That's my theory, because Biden and the Democrats are pulling very bad. They want some sort of relief rally here, at least until they get elected again, and then in 2024. Because that's the presidential election, 2024. So that's what I'm thinking. We might have some sort of rally up to September, October, November. The stock market will help, and it will be some sort of relief there. Then it will go down. Then I don't know. I can't predict the future, but if we don't get a recession and actually the markets start looking better after September, we might get some sort of a rally in the crypto markets because of the merge. So always have altcoins, always have Ethereum, Bitcoin, and trade because this is like, look at it, I think this is a good trade. I think there's a good chance that we might have some rally here. Some summer rally or something. I think there's a good chance, and I'm betting on it. But like everything's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. So I'm putting some trading chips down here. I'm buying some down here. If I'm wrong and it continues going lower, it can always go lower. We're actually under the top of 2017, which is 2018, It's pretty damn crazy. We've gone under it. Like we're real oversold, and like we're at these levels, 2017. think even if it goes down, I'll just keep my Ethereum because it will always go up. You know, it's like we can't you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with Ethereum. If you buy now and it rallies like I said to like 2000, and you sell, you make profits. If it doesn't and it drops under where you bought, you just have to wait. You just have to wait. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you'll get your money back. So it's guaranteed. It's free money. So I'm taking advantage of it. And yeah. Now with oil, it's actually a similar situation. Like there's like no way. I do not believe for a second that oil will not continue to go up. Because there's so much crap like cutting off the Russian oil. The America going into their military oil reserves. It's pretty crazy out there. Like there's there's like a really good chance that oil will keep going up. And by the way, like commodities in general, food, there's a good chance, unless we have like a really bad recession where people just want to hold cash. And even if we have that, right now we have such crappy inflation that I don't know. I mean, we'll have to see. I think it's a good idea to diversify into commodities, you know, because of this inflation and the rising prices of goods and energy, you know. I still think it's a good idea, but also have some cash. And yeah, I'm making this trade also. So yeah, that's my update. Continue stacking continue slowly stacking altcoins and crypto. You know, it's not going anywhere. Promise you that. For a potential bull rally after the merge. You know, get ready for that. Get ready for that. Look at the dominance fall here of Bitcoin. Now, if you were to follow people like Benjamin Cohen, you know, they would say, oh no, altcoins are going to bleed against Bitcoin for a while. Here's your bleeding, bro. Here's your bleeding. Whoa, that's so crazy, like, yeah. So, continue stacking altcoins. We're all going to make it. See you in the next video.